Marcus Aurelius, one of the most renowned Stoic philosophers in history, ruled as Roman emperor from 161 to 180 AD. His reign was marked by a series of challenges and conflicts, both internal and external, that tested his leadership and resilience. As emperor, Marcus Aurelius faced numerous wars and invasions, especially along the borders of the Roman Empire. Among the most notable conflicts were the Marcomannic Wars, a series of battles against Germanic and Sarmatian tribes threatening the Danube regions. These wars were long and arduous, requiring significant military effort and resources from the empire. In addition to military challenges, Marcus Aurelius also dealt with internal crises, such as the Antonine Plague, a devastating epidemic that ravaged the empire during his reign, causing high mortality and weakening the economy and morale of the population. His response to these disasters was marked by calm and rationality, central characteristics of Stoicism. Stoic philosophy, which Marcus Aurelius was a devout follower of, emphasizes the importance of reason, virtue, and self-control. Stoic teachings suggest that true happiness and tranquility come from accepting the natural course of events and maintaining peace of mind, regardless of external circumstances. This philosophy was a crucial source of strength and guidance for Marcus Aurelius, both in his personal life and in his role as a leader. His writings, especially the work Meditations, are a collection of personal thoughts and reflections on life, ethics, and human nature. Originally written as a form of self-examination and personal development, the Meditations offer a profound insight into the mind of a philosopher-emperor. In them, Marcus Aurelius explores themes such as impermanence, acceptance of fate, and the importance of living according to reason and virtue. Under his leadership, the Roman Empire was able to survive periods of great turmoil and uncertainty. Marcus Aurelius is often remembered as a model philosopher king, whose wisdom and balance were crucial in navigating the challenges of his time. His legacy as an emperor and philosopher continues to inspire generations, highlighting the enduring relevance of Stoicism in the pursuit of inner peace and ethical leadership. Marcus Aurelius is recognized as one of the most important Stoic philosophers in history, not only for his writings and teachings, but also for his practical application of Stoic principles in his daily life and governance. During his reign as Roman emperor from 161 to 180 AD, he faced numerous adversities and conflicts, but remained steadfast in his Stoic principles, demonstrating a deep commitment to the philosophy he followed. For Marcus Aurelius, virtue was the key to achieving happiness. He believed that true happiness did not depend on external circumstances, but rather on an inner state of serenity and moral integrity. The four cardinal virtues of Stoicism, wisdom, justice, temperance, and courage, were fundamental to him for living a fulfilling and successful life. Wisdom, Marcus Aurelius valued knowledge and understanding, constantly seeking to learn and reflect on the nature of life and the universe. He believed that wisdom enabled one to make just and informed decisions, both in his personal life and in governing the empire. Justice was central to his actions as a ruler. He strove to be a fair leader, treating his subjects with equity and respecting the dignity of all, regardless of their social position. Marcus Aurelius saw justice as a universal principle that should guide all human actions. Temperance, or self-control, was vital for maintaining discipline and avoiding excesses. Marcus Aurelius practiced moderation in all aspects of his life, from the consumption of food and drink to the management of emotions and desires. He believed that self-control was essential for keeping a clear and focused mind. Courage allowed Marcus Aurelius to face adversities with firmness and determination. He demonstrated this virtue on many occasions, especially during the military and sanitary crises that marked his reign. His courage was not only physical but also moral, enabling him to make difficult and unpopular decisions when necessary. And facing the stress and pressures of ruling a vast empire, Marcus Aurelius used his own philosophy to maintain serenity and mental clarity. He frequently turned to his personal reflections, recorded in his work Meditations, to find strength and guidance. These meditations were not intended for publication, but for his personal development. In them, he explored the nature of existence, the impermanence of things, and the importance of living in harmony with reason and nature. Besides seeking his own continuous improvement, Marcus Aurelius also inspired those around him. His example of ethical and philosophical leadership influenced both the members of his court and ordinary citizens. He promoted the idea that each person could achieve moral excellence and inner tranquility, regardless of external circumstances. The legacy of Marcus Aurelius as an emperor and philosopher continues to be a source of inspiration to this day. His practical application of Stoicism, his dedication to virtues, and his ability to lead with wisdom and justice highlight his importance in history. He exemplified how philosophy can be a powerful guiding force in both public and private life, showing that even in the most challenging situations, it is possible to maintain integrity and peace of mind. In Meditations, Marcus Aurelius shares profound reflections on life, virtue, and the role of reason. This work, originally written as a personal diary during his military campaigns, offers an intimate and sincere view of his philosophical convictions and his constant effort to live according to Stoic principles. Exploration of deep themes. In his Meditations, Marcus Aurelius explores various themes central to Stoicism. Moral duty. He emphasizes the importance of fulfilling one's responsibilities in a just and honorable manner. For Marcus Aurelius, everyone has a role to play in society, and fulfilling that role with integrity is essential for a virtuous life. Pursuit of wisdom. Marcus Aurelius values continuous learning and deep reflection. He recognizes that wisdom is fundamental to making correct decisions and living ethically. Wisdom, for him, is not just theoretical but practical, guiding daily actions and attitudes. Serenity in the face of adversity. He argues that to maintain peace of mind, it is crucial to accept what cannot be changed and focus on one's response to events. Serenity comes from understanding that we do not control external circumstances, but we can control our internal responses to them. Ethical principles and inner peace. Marcus Aurelius repeatedly highlights the idea that we can find inner peace by practicing virtue and living according to ethical principles. He believes that virtue is sufficient for achieving happiness, regardless of external conditions. The Stoic virtues he most emphasizes include wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. Virtue and happiness. He argues that true happiness does not depend on wealth, fame, or pleasure, but on living according to virtue. The constant practice of virtue brings deep and lasting satisfaction. Ethical principles. A life of ethics, according to Marcus Aurelius, is a life lived in harmony with nature and reason. He advises avoiding anger, envy, and resentment, always seeking to act with fairness and compassion. Philosophical legacy. Marcus Aurelius' Meditations have become a landmark in Stoic philosophy and continue to inspire those who seek a balanced life centered on human values. His work not only captures Stoic thought of his time, but also offers timeless insights into the human condition. Lasting influence. Over the centuries, the Meditations have influenced thinkers, leaders, and ordinary people seeking moral and spiritual guidance. Marcus Aurelius' focus on resilience, self-control, and virtue remains relevant, especially in times of crisis and uncertainty. Source of inspiration. The honesty and humility with which Marcus Aurelius writes about his own struggles and imperfections make his reflections accessible and inspiring. He does not present himself as an infallible sage, but as someone constantly striving to improve and live according to his ideals. In summary, Marcus Aurelius' Meditations are a masterpiece of philosophical literature, offering a unique combination of personal self-examination and universal wisdom. Through his reflections, he shows us how the practice of virtue and adherence to ethical principles can help us find inner peace and live a full and meaningful life. By practicing the Stoic virtues advocated by Marcus Aurelius, we are challenged to live according to ethical principles that aim not only for individual benefit but also for the common good. These virtues, wisdom, justice, temperance, and courage, are fundamental pillars that guide our actions and decisions, promoting a balanced and harmonious life. Integrate in everyday life. Incorporating these virtues into our daily lives follows the path of Marcus Aurelius toward the pursuit of moral excellence and the development of a solid character based on reason and righteousness. Practicing wisdom helps us see the world clearly and make rational decisions. Justice guides us to treat others with fairness and respect. Temperance keeps us balanced and moderate. And courage gives us the strength to do what is right, regardless of circumstances. These virtues interact harmoniously, reinforcing each other. Wisdom guides us to justice, temperance supports wisdom and courage, and justice promotes peace and harmony, both internally and externally. Together, they form a solid foundation for a virtuous and meaningful life, benefiting not only ourselves but society as a whole. By practicing Stoic virtues, we contribute to a more just, balanced, and courageous world. We follow the example of Marcus Aurelius, who, through his leadership and philosophy, showed that it is possible to live ethically and virtuously, even in times of great challenges and adversity. This continuous pursuit of moral excellence makes us stronger, wiser individuals who can contribute positively to society. Cosmic perspective and universal interconnection. Marcus Aurelius emphasized the importance of adopting a cosmic perspective in his Stoic philosophy, a concept that is fundamental to achieving serenity and inner harmony. For him, looking beyond individual circumstances and understanding the interconnectedness of all things in the universe was essential. This broad view of the world and our place in it provides a range of valuable insights that help us deal with life's difficulties. Relativizing personal problems. By adopting a broader view, we are challenged to recognize our smallness in the vastness of the cosmos. Marcus Aurelius taught that by contemplating the grandeur of the universe, our personal problems and concerns become smaller and more manageable. This relativization helps reduce anxiety and stress as we realize that many of the issues that plague us are ephemeral and insignificant compared to the immensity of the universe. Humility and acceptance. Marcus Aurelius believed that contemplating the universe and its grandeur leads us to humbly accept our place in the world. Understanding that we are just a small part of a much larger whole helps us develop an attitude of acceptance and resignation in the face of life's events. This acceptance is not passive, but an active understanding that we are all subject to the natural laws of the universe. It encourages us to face adversity with a calm mind and a serene heart, recognizing that some things are beyond our control. Ethical principles and inner peace. This cosmic perspective also encourages us to act according to universal ethical principles. Marcus Aurelius saw ethics as something that transcends the individual and the immediate, promoting the common good and universal harmony. By understanding that our actions impact the whole, we are led to act with justice, compassion, and integrity, seeking the collective well-being above personal interests. This approach motivates us to be virtuous citizens and to contribute positively to society. Balance and meaning amidst adversities. Adopting this panoramic view allows us to find balance and meaning amid the day-to-day adversities. When facing challenges, remembering the cosmic order can provide a sense of purpose and direction. We understand that our difficulties are part of a larger journey and that, by persevering with virtue and wisdom, we contribute to universal harmony. Practical application. Meditation and reflection. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the nature of the universe and his place in it. Practicing meditation and reflection can help internalize this cosmic perspective. Observation of nature. Contemplating nature, the starry sky, or the changing seasons can reinforce our understanding of our connection to the cosmos. Virtuous practices. Acting with justice, temperance, courage, and wisdom in our daily interactions, remembering that our actions have repercussions beyond ourselves. By adopting the cosmic perspective of Marcus Aurelius, we can live with a sense of peace and purpose, recognizing our smallness yet our importance within the whole. We follow in the footsteps of the great Stoic philosopher, cultivating a solid character and a life marked by serenity, balance, and dedication to the common good. This broad and interconnected view of the universe provides us with the tools to face life with resilience and grace, finding meaning even in the most challenging circumstances. The dichotomy of control. Marcus Aurelius taught the dichotomy of control, a powerful Stoic philosophy that urges us to clearly distinguish between what is within our control and what is beyond it. This fundamental concept of Stoicism, also known as the dichotomy of control, helps us navigate the complexities of life with greater clarity and serenity. The duality of control. The duality of control guides us to categorize aspects of life into two distinct groups. 1. What is within our control. This includes our thoughts, feelings, actions, and reactions. Essentially, everything related to our own behavior and attitudes. 2. What is beyond our control. This involves external events, such as the weather, others' opinions, the actions of others, and various uncontrollable situations. Struggle against external events. Often, we find ourselves struggling against external events that are beyond our control. We want to change circumstances or others' reactions, which generates anguish and frustration. Marcus Aurelius observed that this constant struggle against the inevitable is a significant source of suffering. He taught us that by recognizing and accepting the limitations of our control, we can avoid this unnecessary suffering. Finding freedom and serenity. Understanding and accepting this duality allows us to find the freedom of choice and the serenity needed to deal with life's challenges. When we accept that we cannot control everything around us, we release a great amount of mental energy previously wasted on worries and frustrations. This acceptance allows us to focus on what we can truly influence and make meaningful changes. The true power of the mind. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that our true power lies in our mind, not in external circumstances. Our ability to choose our responses and attitudes towards situations is where our true freedom resides. By focusing on internal control, we can develop emotional resilience that allows us to face any adversity with calm and composure. Practice of the duality of control. The practice of the duality of control invites us to act with determination towards what is within our reach to change and to cultivate acceptance and adaptability towards what is beyond our influence. Determination and internal control. We should concentrate our efforts on improving our own attitudes, behaviors, and thoughts. This includes developing virtues such as patience, courage, justice, and wisdom. By continually working on personal improvement, we can make more ethical and thoughtful choices, positively influencing our immediate environment. Acceptance of the uncontrollable. We need to practice acceptance regarding external events that we cannot change. This is not passive resignation, but active acceptance that allows us to adapt and respond constructively. For example, if the weather is not to our liking, instead of getting irritated, we can prepare appropriately and adjust our plans. If we face unjust criticism, we can choose not to be emotionally affected and continue acting according to our values. Benefits of the duality of control. Reduction of stress and anxiety. By focusing only on what we can control, we significantly reduce stress and anxiety caused by external factors. Increased resilience. we develop a greater ability to handle challenges and adversities, knowing we have the power to choose our responses. Improved interpersonal relationships. When we accept that we cannot control others' opinions and actions, we become more understanding and less prone to conflict. Focus on personal growth. Focusing on internal control motivates us to continually work on our personal and moral development. Through Stoic philosophy, Marcus Aurelius provides us with a powerful tool to face life with wisdom and equanimity. The dichotomy of control teaches us to distinguish between what we can and cannot control, allowing us to focus our time and energy more effectively. By incorporating this practice into our daily lives, we follow Marcus Aurelius's path toward a more balanced, serene, and virtuous existence. Training our perception. Exploring the practice of training our perception embarks us on a journey of deep self-awareness and introspection. In his meditations, Marcus Aurelius teaches us to challenge our own judgments, look beyond appearances, and cultivate a more objective view of the world around us. This involves constantly questioning our preconceptions and being open to new perspectives, which is crucial for personal development and emotional well-being. Challenging our own judgments. Training our perception involves the ability to challenge our automatic judgments. Often, we react based on biases or assumptions that haven't been carefully examined. Marcus Aurelius encourages us to investigate the origin of our thoughts and assess their validity. By doing so, we can avoid hasty conclusions and develop a more accurate and balanced understanding of situations. Looking beyond appearances. Stoic practice invites us to look beyond superficial appearances and seek the essence of things. This means going beyond first impressions and considering underlying facts. Adopting this approach helps us avoid being deceived by illusions or deceptions and allows us to approach the truth with greater clarity. This skill is particularly useful in a world full of distractions and superficial information. Cultivating an objective view. Marcus Aurelius emphasizes the importance of cultivating an objective and impartial view of the world. This requires a conscious effort to observe situations without allowing emotions or biases to distort our perception. Objectivity enables us to see things as they truly are, without distortions caused by personal desires or fears. This clearer and more neutral perspective helps us make more rational and just decisions. Questioning preconceived beliefs. Part of training our perception involves questioning our preconceived beliefs. Many of our convictions are shaped by external influences and may not accurately reflect reality. By being willing to reconsider and, if necessary, reformulate these beliefs, we open up space for intellectual and emotional growth. This openness to new perspectives makes us more flexible and adaptable to change. Serene and clear analysis. The ability to analyze situations without reacting impulsively, but rather with serenity and mental clarity, is essential for personal development and emotional well-being. Marcus Aurelius advises us to pause and reflect before acting, ensuring that our responses are thoughtful and appropriate. This practice of serene analysis helps avoid regrets and unnecessary conflicts, promoting a more harmonious life. Discernment and reticence. By practicing discernment and reticence in evaluating what we encounter on our journey, we learn to see reality through a more optimistic and rational lens. Discernment allows us to distinguish between what is truly important and what is trivial or illusory. Reticence teaches us not to rush into judgments or actions, giving us time to consider all available information and act more wisely. Facing challenges with wisdom. Developing trained perception enables us to face life's challenges with wisdom and balance. When we see things more clearly, we are less likely to be shaken by adversity. We can maintain calm and composure, even in difficult situations, responding in a way that aligns with our values and long-term goals. By following the timeless teachings of Marcus Aurelius, we become more capable of cultivating trained perception, which is fundamental to the Stoic life. This practice helps us develop a strong and resilient character, capable of handling the complexities of modern life in a balanced and rational manner. Ultimately, training our perception allows us to live according to the Stoic principles of wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance, promoting lasting well-being and a deep sense of purpose. Amid the emotional turbulences of everyday life, Marcus Aurelius teaches us the importance of mastering our most intense feelings. The Stoic emperor believed that emotions can be both allies and enemies of our emotional well-being. His philosophy offers a practical guide to understanding and directing our emotions constructively. Recognizing the influence of emotions, Marcus Aurelius understood that emotions have a powerful influence on our decisions and behaviors. Recognizing this influence is the first step toward emotional control. Often, our reactions are driven by intense feelings like fear, anger, or sadness, which can distort our perception of reality and lead to rash or harmful actions. Awareness of this dynamic allows us to begin exerting greater control over our emotional responses. Understanding the origin of emotions. To master our emotions, it is essential to understand their origin. Marcus Aurelius teaches us to investigate what lies behind our feelings, identifying the thoughts and beliefs that fuel them. For example, anger can arise from the perception of injustice, while fear may relate to uncertainty about the future. By examining these roots, we can question their validity and adjust our perspective, reducing the negative emotional impact. Channeling emotions toward positive goals instead of allowing emotions like fear, anger, or sadness to dominate us, we should learn to channel them toward positive goals. Marcus Aurelius suggests that we transform the energy of these emotions into constructive actions. For example, fear can be converted into caution and preparation. Instead of paralyzing us, fear can motivate us to take preventive measures and plan better. Anger can be redirected to correct injustices or improve unfavorable situations. The energy of anger, when controlled, can be a powerful force for change. Sadness can lead to reflection and personal growth. Sadness can serve as a moment of introspection, allowing us to better understand our needs and values. Practicing emotional control involves self-awareness and self-discipline. Marcus Aurelius emphasizes the importance of developing these skills to maintain mental clarity and avoid impulsive reactions. Some strategies include meditation and reflection. Taking daily time to reflect on our feelings and thoughts can help gain perspective and maintain emotional control. Conscious breathing. Deep breathing techniques can calm the nervous system and help reduce the intensity of negative emotions. Cognitive reframing. Learning to reevaluate situations more positively and rationally can transform how we perceive and react to emotions. Transforming negative emotions into personal growth. Following Marcus Aurelius's teachings, we can transform our negative emotions into opportunities for personal growth and inner development. By mastering our emotions, we not only avoid unnecessary suffering, but also become more resilient and prepared to face life's challenges. This transformation process involves continuous self-improvement, using emotional experiences as learning to improve our future responses. Empathy and understanding, developing greater sensitivity toward others, understanding that they also face their own emotional battles. Character strengthening. The constant practice of emotional control strengthens our character, making us wiser and more balanced. Marcus Aurelius offers a practical and profound approach to dealing with the intense emotions of daily life. By recognizing the influence of emotions, understanding their origin, channeling them positively, and practicing emotional control, we can follow in the footsteps of this great Stoic philosopher toward a more balanced and meaningful life. Transforming our negative emotions into personal growth not only improves our emotional well-being, but also empowers us to live more fully and authentically. Exploring the importance of self-sufficiency and inner peace in another facet of Marcus Aurelius's teachings, we are invited to explore the importance of self-sufficiency and the quest for inner peace. The Stoic philosopher emphasized the need to find tranquility within ourselves, regardless of external circumstances. This Stoic principle is fundamental for achieving a full and authentic life, providing a solid foundation for facing the challenges of existence. The importance of self-sufficiency, according to Marcus Aurelius, is the ability to rely on oneself to find happiness and serenity. This means that our inner peace should not be influenced by external factors such as others' opinions, unexpected events, or material possessions. Instead of seeking validation or comfort outside ourselves, we should cultivate an internal source of strength and contentment. Finding inner tranquility, Marcus Aurelius believed that true happiness lies in the ability to remain equanimous amidst life's highs and lows. Life is full of unpredictable and often challenging situations, but Stoic practice teaches us to find calm in the midst of the storm. This requires ongoing self-observation and self-control, where we learn to respond to events with serenity and acceptance. Independence from others' approval. For Marcus Aurelius, dependence on others' approval is a source of emotional vulnerability. He taught that we should seek validation within ourselves, basing our actions and decisions on solid ethical principles and our own conscience. This frees us from the constant need to please others and allows us to act with integrity and authenticity. Overcoming transient circumstances. External circumstances are often unstable and ephemeral. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that we cannot control these factors, but we can control our reactions to them. By accepting the transient nature of life situations, we learn not to cling to moments of happiness or despair in the face of difficulties. This detachment helps us maintain emotional stability and resilience. Emotional self-sufficiency. Emotional self-sufficiency is an essential trait for personal freedom. When we are not emotionally dependent on events or external people, we can act according to our values and principles without fear of disapproval or rejection. This allows us to make clearer and more courageous decisions based on our own wisdom and understanding. Cultivating inner serenity. Meditation and reflecting. Daily meditation and introspective reflection helps strengthen our inner peace. Meditation teaches us to observe our thoughts and emotions without clinging to them, creating a space of calm and clarity. Self-discipline. Developing self-discipline is crucial for maintaining equanimity. This includes controlling our impulses, avoiding hasty reactions, and keeping a constant focus on our goals and values. Self-confidence. Building confidence in our ability to deal with life is fundamental. This is achieved through the recognition and appreciation of our skills and achievements, regardless of external opinions. Acting with freedom and integrity. When we cultivate inner serenity and trust in our own strength, we can act with freedom and integrity in all situations. Self-sufficiency frees us from the chains of insecurity and fear, allowing us to live according to our true nature and aspirations. Practical examples of self-sufficiency. Professional challenges. Facing difficulties at work with a calm and focused attitude, without being swayed by criticism or external pressures. Interpersonal relationships. Maintaining healthy and balanced relationships without being emotionally dependent on others' approval or affection. Personal adversities. Dealing with losses and disappointments with acceptance and resilience, knowing that these experiences are part of life and can be overcome. Following the example of Marcus Aurelius, the quest for self-sufficiency and inner peace guides us toward a fuller and more authentic life. By developing the ability to find tranquility within ourselves, regardless of external circumstances, we become emotionally strong and resilient. This inner strength allows us to live with freedom, integrity, and a profound sense of well-being, aligned with the Stoic principles of wisdom and virtue. Marcus Aurelius emphasized the importance of self-discipline and control over our own choices amid life's adversities. For the Stoic philosopher, the ability to master our impulses and desires is fundamental to achieving true inner freedom. His teachings resonate through the centuries, offering valuable guidance for navigating the tribulations of existence with integrity and wisdom. The importance of self-discipline. Marcus Aurelius viewed self-discipline as the key to self-mastery and inner freedom. In a world full of distractions and temptations, the ability to control our own behaviors and thoughts is essential for achieving a meaningful and fulfilling life. Self-discipline allows us to stay focused on our goals and values, even when faced with obstacles or temptations. Practicing temperance and moderation. The practice of temperance and moderation is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. Marcus Aurelius teaches us that by exercising moderation in our actions and thoughts, we can act with balance and discernment, even in the most challenging moments. This means avoiding excess and maintaining a middle ground, steering clear of both indulgence and deprivation. Mastery of emotions. For Marcus Aurelius, self-control extended not only to external situations, but also to the mastery of our emotions and emotional reactions. He reminds us that we are responsible not only for our actions, but also for our reactions to external events. By developing this ability to regulate our own conduct and remain true to our ethical principles, we become more resilient in the face of life's trials. Transforming difficulties into opportunities. Following the teachings of the Stoic emperor, we can learn to transform difficulties into opportunities for personal growth and the overcoming of our own limits. By facing life's challenges with self-discipline and equanimity, we discover our true inner strength and adaptability. Each obstacle becomes an opportunity to learn, grow, and become better versions of ourselves. Practical examples of self-discipline. Resisting temptation, avoiding short-term impulses in favor of long-term goals, such as following a healthy diet or maintaining an exercise routine. Persistence in the face of adversity, remaining resilient and determined even when faced with seemingly insurmountable obstacles, seeking creative solutions and alternatives. Control of emotional reactions, practicing calmness and serenity in stressful or provocative situations, responding thoughtfully and compassionately. Self-discipline and control over our own choices are fundamental aspects of a fulfilling and accomplished life, as taught by Marcus Aurelius. By practicing temperance, moderation, and emotional mastery, we become more resilient and capable of facing life's challenges with courage and integrity. Following in the footsteps of the Stoic emperor, we can cultivate a life of authenticity, meaning, and personal growth. In his final reflection, Marcus Aurelius invites us to practice gratitude as a way to cultivate inner serenity and strengthen the spirit. For the Stoic philosopher, gratitude is a powerful antidote to negative emotions and discontent, offering a renewed perspective on life and its vicissitudes. His message resonates through the centuries, reminding us of the importance of recognizing and valuing the blessings that permeate our path. Gratitude as an antidote. Marcus Aurelius understood gratitude as an essential tool for facing life's adversities. Instead of focusing only on challenges and difficulties, the practice of gratitude allows us to see the blessings and lessons present in each experience. This helps us transform obstacles into opportunities for growth and learning, promoting a more positive and resilient mental attitude. Recognizing blessings and lessons. By practicing gratitude, we cultivate the ability to recognize the small and large blessings that permeate our daily lives. Even in the most difficult moments, we can find reasons to be thankful for health, love, friendship, the nature around us, or even for the challenges that push us to grow and overcome. Each experience, whether positive or negative, contains valuable lessons that contribute to our personal development. Life is a precious gift. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that life is a precious gift, full of moments to appreciate and challenges to overcome. By adopting a grateful attitude, we develop a deep appreciation for the simplicity and beauty of the present moment. This allows us to live more fully and consciously, valuing each moment as a unique and irreplaceable gift. Finding comfort in simplicity. By practicing daily gratitude, we find comfort in the simplicity and beauty of the present moment. Even in times of difficulty, we can find reasons to be grateful, renewing our hope and determination. Gratitude helps us focus on what truly matters, providing a sense of inner peace and contentment. Developing a positive perspective. Cultivating a grateful attitude helps us develop a positive perspective on life, even in the face of adversity. By recognizing and valuing the blessings that surround us, we strengthen our spirit and emotional resilience. This allows us to face challenges with courage and determination, knowing that we can overcome them with gratitude and humility. Marcus Aurelius's final reflection on gratitude reminds us of the importance of recognizing and valuing the blessings that permeate our journey. By practicing daily gratitude, we cultivate an inner serenity that helps us face life's challenges with courage and resilience. May we follow the example of the Stoic emperor, finding comfort in the simplicity and beauty of the present moment, and celebrating the precious gift that is life. In the Meditations, Marcus Aurelius's most well-known work, the emperor shares profound reflections on life, virtue, and the role of reason. These intimate and introspective writings offer a unique glimpse into the mind of one of history's most prominent Stoic philosophers, revealing his thoughts on a range of philosophical and existential issues. Exploration of deep themes. In his Meditations, Marcus Aurelius delves into a wide range of themes, from moral duty to the pursuit of wisdom. He reflects on fundamental questions of human existence, such as the nature of virtue, the impermanence of life, and the purpose of our existence. His philosophical approach is deeply ethical and focused on cultivating a life of meaning and purpose. Moral duty and ethics. One of Marcus Aurelius's primary concerns in his Meditations is moral duty. He emphasizes the importance of living according to solid ethical principles and acting with integrity in all situations. For Marcus Aurelius, virtue is not just a matter of theory but of daily practice. He reminds us that we should strive to be better people every day, always seeking to act justly, courageously, and compassionately. Pursuit of wisdom and self-discovery. Another central theme in his Meditations is the pursuit of wisdom and self-discovery. Marcus Aurelius encourages us to question our own beliefs and assumptions in order to gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. He reminds us that true wisdom comes from experience and reflection, and that we should always be open to learning and personal growth. Serenity in the face of adversity. Marcus Aurelius highlights the importance of maintaining serenity in the face of life's adversities. He reminds us that suffering is part of the human condition and that we must accept life's vicissitudes with calm and resignation. By cultivating an attitude of equanimity, we are able to face challenges with courage and determination, without succumbing to despair or self-pity. Inner peace through virtue. One of Marcus Aurelius's main messages in his Meditations is that we can find inner peace by practicing virtue and living according to ethical principles. He reminds us that true happiness is not found in the pursuit of fleeting pleasures, but in fulfilling our moral duty and striving for moral excellence. By living a virtuous life, we are able to find contentment and meaning, regardless of external circumstances. Legacy in Stoic philosophy. Marcus Aurelius's Meditations have become a landmark in Stoic philosophy and continue to be a source of inspiration for those seeking a balanced life centered on human values. His teachings resonate through the centuries, offering guidance and comfort to those who face life's challenges with courage and determination. By reading his Meditations, we are reminded of the importance of cultivating a life of virtue, wisdom, and serenity, regardless of external circumstances.